Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside historic Keyworth Stadium, where tonight we continue our run down the stretch of the USL Championship season. Detroit City FC squaring up against Orange County Soccer Club. Alongside my broadcast partner, John Krieger, my name is Neil Rule. And John, as we take a look at the Eastern Conference standings, Detroit City FC has made a move.
They have moved up based on some good form at home. They're finally getting some points in the bank. 5 points ahead of that final playoff spot, but really they're chasing 4 points behind a home playoff game. That's key to getting a good playoff run in the USL Championship.
Speaking of keys, John, the last 4 matches for Detroit City FC have featured a lot of Keyworth Stadium.
Finally, you get a chance to come home after 6 of 7 on the road in the first part of the year. The home games are coming around, and they've put points on the board. They need to continue that tonight before a tough run of matches coming up.
And some good news here tonight for Detroit City FC. The captain, Stephen Carroll, back in the starting 11. His first start since June 28th. He's been missed more than production or stats or anything like that. He's part of the soul.
The man who anchors the back line is back. You don't hear his name a whole lot because he does his job so well, and that allows his teammates to really express themselves. He actually is part of the driver of the attack.
What's on the line for Orange County here tonight as we take a look at the Western Conference standings? And John, they're 3 points away from hosting a home playoff match in the first round, but on the flip side of that coin, they're 1 point away from not being in it altogether.
And they got matches in hand as well. One of those tonight. You got a chance to try and put some points in the bank going through a tough run of 6 of 7 on the road. Tonight they try to steal some at Keyworth.
And how has Orange County done it? They're on a good run of form. As a matter of fact, their last 5 matches, John, a lot like Detroit City, they've been picking up points.
And if you take away the fact that they surrendered 4 last week, you've only conceded 3 in the rest of those matches. They'll look to be a little more resolute defensively this evening.
And for Orange County, our player to watch, of course, Mr. Ethan Zubak. He leads this side in goals. And John, his resume, very, very impressive. He's played at the highest leagues of soccer in America, and he's played well.
I'll tell you what, he is such a dynamic player. A one-touch shooter. He knows how to turn defenders, knows how to find that space. He'll take service into the box and make something happen.
You can feel it in the air. As we said, you're coming down the stretch of the USL Championship season. When we come back, we'll get you the starting 11s, and of course, we will kick it. Detroit City FC, Orange County SC. We have it for you coming up next.
Adulting? Overrated. Financial freedom? Now that's the move. Meet Alumnify, banking built for real life. No jargon, no hassle, just smart money moves made simple. Want to save more, spend smarter, build wealth? We've got your back. With 0 hidden fees and game-changing savings rates, this is banking that fits your life. Alumnify. Let's go.
Some people are born warriors. Something drives them forward, past any obstacle, towards something bigger. Maybe they weren't born with a silver spoon, but they were born with a purpose. At Wayne State University, we take this drive and turn it into so much more, so they can become warrior strong.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high-five strangers guy, game-winning interception, first down, just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Hi, Dave from DTE here. Ooh, this dirty HVAC filter makes your system work a lot harder, and that costs money. But they're really easy to change. First, just check the edge of your current filter to see what size to buy. Then, just insert the new filter with the arrow facing toward the furnace. It's that easy. Energy bill savings. Get more tips on our website.
The The USL on CBS is presented by Best Western Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel partner of the United Soccer League. Welcome back inside historic Keyworth Stadium. Let's take a look at the starting 11s. Detroit City FC brought to you by the Detroit Medical Center. We talked about him in the open. Stephen Carroll is back, but Darren Smith rounding back into form.
And with Jessiel Cedeno up top, that's a dynamic strike partnership.
And on the other side for Orange County, presented by Fort Pontchartrain, the official hotel partner of DCFC. They've been decimated by injuries, but they keep it rolling.
All about marking Zubak up top to the City back line.
All right, we are just about ready to rock here at Keyworth. Just awaiting the whistle. 62 degrees at the opening kick. Very light winds, under 10 miles per hour. So it is all in all a beautiful night for soccer. We are underway at historic Keyworth Stadium. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you. Early deep throw here for Detroit City. Tossed into the box. Zuki played it across. Ryan Williams able to flick it back. Stephen Carroll was in the mix. Ethan Zubak able to muscle him off. And boy, here we go. Early on, Chris Hagart whistled for the foul.
And an early indication that physicality is going to be a part of this matchup, Neil. Definitely a foul. And we're going to see that kind of press and challenge all night long from both sides.
Michael Bryant plays it up ahead. Here's Darren Smith in some space. Pings it out to the left side, Villanueva. Villanueva with the misfire on his pass, but a giveaway. That ball will trickle across the goal line. Boy, big mistake there by Orange County. Detroit City FC will have the first corner.
Just a loose touch. Could have been controllable, and it spurts away, and all of a sudden, City with the first set piece.
Corner kicks brought to you by the Spot Massage Therapy. Early set piece opportunity, 90 seconds into this one. Corner driven in, Ryan Williams pops it up in the air. Shuttler will put a fist to it and punch it out. Amu Mensah tracks that. Played it back across. Villanueva switched up now on the right side. Villanueva unable to connect with his pass. Zubak making a run on the left side. Yamazaki turns him away. Hagar will send it across into open space. That ball flung in. The captain, Stephen Carroll, plays it away expertly. Darren Smith on the move, and Darren Smith couldn't quite get on the end of it.
And
he goes down. Yep, grabbing his left shoulder. And a whistle and a stoppage. He's in some obvious pain, grabbing at that right shoulder. They will call for the athletic training staff. Let's check out our replay brought to you by Fago and see exactly what happened.
Just took a little bit of a shot off the shoulder.
Arm got extended, like he was trying to create some space between him and Matenovich.
That second replay angle just telling the arm just kind of gets tweaked a little bit.
And Dikio looking on.
And that would be a major change in this contest if he can't continue.
Darren Smith, of course, burst onto the scene when he came in to Detroit City FC. It was back around April. He led the USL in goals at one point, went through a bit of a dry spell, and as of late, started to pop off again, as the kids would say. And trying to shake it out right now. Detroit City FC athletic trainer Maureen Lilla out with him.
a couple of goals in his last 3 games and looking better up top, and the partnership with Atez Diouf and some of the service that he's seen. Good to see him jogging a little bit now, and it looks like he's going to be able to continue.
Colin Shuttler getting the start, as always, at the keeper spot for Orange County. He's played every single minute of USL Championship action this season. 145 goals against average, 60% save percentage, 4 clean sheets. And that ball overcooked. And Zaki will throw it in quickly. Mensah had it taken away. Able to recover. That ball popped out into space. Here comes War with it. War tried to curl it around the defender. Ball played out.
Orange County pressing early, have created a couple of situations on the counter. DCFC need to make sure their ball movement is sound.
Darren Smith shot out of a cannon, speaking of pressure, and he gets the job done. Let's take a look at our keys to the match, brought to you by Suburban Hyundai of Troy. And John, Detroit City FC, feels good to be back, doesn't it?
Feels good to be home, too. You got undefeated in your last 5 games here, or 4 games here at Keyworth Stadium, finally putting some points in the bank and finally finding some form as a club. Speaking of runs of form, on the other side, Orange County managed to get the point last week despite conceding 4 goals. They're on a good run of form as well, and going through this absolutely brutal stretch of 6 of 7 on the road. You got to find a way to keep that form up, steal some points away from home, especially in a tough environment like Keyworth tonight.
Detroit City and their fans can tell you DCFC went on a bit of a travel bender like that early in the season throughout the month of April into May. It's hard. It's hard to play good soccer consistently with that much travel, but when you get to this point in the season, you don't have a choice. Orange County, though, give them a lot of credit. They've answered the bell so far.
They have indeed, and they've answered it despite the fact that they haven't been able necessarily to have a settled squad for a lot of this stretch. You've got, we're in an international window right now. 3 of their players away on age group international duty. They had a retirement as well. They've had to juggle things around. A couple of academy contract players are in the 18 tonight, one of them starting. And so you have a situation here where they've, despite the turnover and churn, been able to still get some goals, still get some points. It's really a testament to what Danny Stone's been able to do out there at OC.
Silla touches it out wide on the wing. A good run in and across. Devin Mensah had it go off of him. Orange County was looking for the handball. And from our angle, which we're up here in the press box, probably a little more uncomfortable than you want it to be. But in the end, no whistle. There is Danny Dicchio in his 3rd season. DCFC certainly has gotten the ship righted. They're tied for 5th in the Eastern Conference. Home playoff match still in play, very much in play. Corner service driven in. It's flicked across, and Stephen Carroll has it. Looking for some friends. Jesse El Cedeno had it taken away. Right foot blast, and the stop is made by Saldana. Hagart let it go. Cross towards the back post. Here's Hagart again. Ball played out, and that foul will be called. That goes against Mohamedou War.
Heck of a stop by Saldana on a dangerous turnover. 3rd dangerous turnover of the match so far by Detroit City, and a shot from range. And Saldana gets down. That is one of the tougher saves you're going to make. You got to control the body. You got to time the dive. You got to punch away. And no runners following that shot. Detroit City FC pretty lucky in the early going.
Well, Chris Hagart has been everywhere for Orange County so far. It's like he's had the ball pretty much exclusively for Orange County.
Player coming in on loan, putting up some decent numbers. 3 goals and 4 assists so far on the year. But more importantly, he's one of the team leaders in crosses, providing some excellent servers for the men in the middle.
There is Danny Stone. In his first season was an assistant coach for the Colorado Rapids in MLS, also was a head coach of the Phoenix Rising in 2024. He's a fun guy to talk to, man. He's got a ton of energy, ton of passion for the game, and you can't help but feel it, get swept up in it.
So here's the thing. Danny Stone is the kind of coach that you love when you're doing those conference calls pre-match. You ask a question, get about a 2-minute answer.
Right.
And
He has thoughts on it, right?
And the 2-minute answer is full of stuff.
Right. He's a lot of fun to talk to.
He was. And unflinchingly honest about where his side is.
Yeah.
You know, just wasn't thrilled with the defense last week in the 4-4 draw.
Mensah got tangled up with Mohamedou War. War wanted a foul, didn't get it.
That's a really good decision by the referee. See, that's the kind of touch you can't have if you're Detroit City tonight. That loose touch that spurts out wide that your guy has to go chase. And then you're kind of pinned back because the defense has a chance to set on you. And with the way Orange County are pressing, it can lead to the turnover. Got to be much, much, much tighter with the ball movement, with the passing, and know that the press is coming and be ready for it.
Montez Juve with a ton of pressure. Oh, and Michael Bryant, 2-hand shoved into the bench. And there will not be a card issued to Chris Hagart.
Well, hold on. The fourth official's down there. We may have a chat. Because that was just a straight 2-handed push.
Edson Carvajal, the head referee, Jacob Little, and Jake Brochu, the ARs 1 and 2 respectively. Fernando Pena, the fourth official. And yes, this will be an extended talking to.
So, Neil, that's a little dangerous, because if you're going to say now that a 2-handed shove into the back, into the benches, is only worthy of an extended talking to, what that's done, frankly, is open a whole new threshold of physical play. And now, on the other side, if you draw a quick card.
Ball in for Darren Smith. He touches it into the back of the net. Detroit City FC will take a 1-0 lead. Huge mistake for Orange County, and Darren Smith made them pay.
An absolutely huge let-off for the Orange County back line. Well, that's one way to make them pay for a free kick after a shove in the back. Darren Smith, 5 minutes ago on the turf in pain, right now in ecstasy.
Amu Mensah just pinged it down the pitch, and there you see the misplay by Latenovic. And Darren Smith makes no mistake.
He's got to do better. Latenovic has got to do better there. Could have controlled it. Put your body between the ball and the goal. Send it out wide. Do something. Instead, you lose control of the ball, and Darren Smith there to pounce on it. And it's 1-0. And in the space of 30 seconds, this game just changed.
10th goal of the season for Darren Smith. We were just talking about it a few moments ago. Showed up on the scene for Detroit City. They signed him from Finland. He walked in the door, and it was goals on goals on goals. Went through a dry run of almost 2 months, and now all of a sudden he's fired the engines back up.
And Danny Dicchio, very complimentary of the way he is trained.
Here come Orange County. Right side, ball swung in. Michael Bryant plays it away. Amu Mensah. Clears it out, but only temporarily. Silla. Silla into the 18, just overcooks the touch a bit. Ball's loose. Now Mumenta touches it out.
And who was in the middle of all of that directing traffic? Stephen Carroll. Welcome back, Captain.
And into the box. Bodies mixed up, and a penalty is awarded.
Oh, Neil, I'm going to want another look at this.
Hagart draws the foul in the box.
I'm going to want another look at this one, sir.
And you be the referee. So Hagart draws the whistle in the box.
Well, I suppose there the old adage is don't put yourself in a position where the referee can make a decision on it. And Yamazaki put himself in a position where the referee could make a decision on him, and the referee made a decision on him. I can tell you Detroit City won't agree with it. I could tell you they probably have a case. But you don't want to put your life in the referee's hands.
And Ethan Zubak will stand over the penalty attempt. Carlos Saldana, the man on the island.
A save here would be huge.
Here we go. Huge moment early. There's the whistle. Zubak, the run up, and we are level at 1. Ethan Zubak, goal number 8. And Orange County have turned aside some early misfortune to level this match at 1, and we'll take another look at the penalty call.
Neil, for me, he's going down already. I don't think Yamazaki forced him to go down, but as we've said, you don't want to put your life in the referee's hands. And that's what happened there. But that's a tough one.
If you're just joining us here on CBS Sports Golazo Network, you've missed a lot. We'll say it like that. 17th minute, we are level now at 1. Stephen Carroll. Circle back. Some pressure now. War running up on Amu Mensah. So this third all-time meeting between Detroit City FC and Orange County. Level at 1. Orange County leads the series. 2 wins in the series so far. Detroit City FC looking to get on the board.
Already more goals than the last time these two teams met here at Keyworth Stadium. That was in June of 2023. It was a 1-0 win for Orange County.
Stephen Carroll sent it up looking for Juve. Villanueva will take it. A good build-up along that touchline. Here's Villanueva. And that ball cleared out, to say the least. That was kicked almost over to the train tracks in the background.
Could have gone off the auto frame carriers back there.
Right.
Nice and close. Eventful first 20 minutes. And by the way, the happiest guy in the whole place that penalty was awarded and converted, Latinovic.
Yes.
After his misplay, let Darren Smith in. He's been let off the hook.
Latinovic played his college soccer at Milwaukee. Actually called some of his matches, his Horizon League matchups. That's how you know you're getting old, John.
Neil, happens to all of us.
Absolutely, no one's
I'm
outrun.
Further along the road than you are, partner.
Mizaki will toss it in. He's looking for Juve. Mizaki steps up, and then he's called for the foul. Boy, and he's animated after the foul call. And then the head referee with some words for Yamazaki.
So here's the issue I have, all right? Orange County gets away with a two-handed shove into the bench. And then 5 minutes later, you have a player that's starting to go down and a penalty is called, and that's a bit of a touch foul. And so I'm sure what the Detroit City FC bench will be asking is, what's the standard? Because you're willing to let a referee have whatever standard they want as long as it's equally applied. And I believe Yamazaki's argument is that it may not necessarily be being evenly applied.
War with the control. Ball played up. Here's Zubak. He converted the penalty a couple moments ago to level this thing at 1. Amu Mensah. Here's Juve looking to make a move. Couldn't quite get into the space where he could really turn on the afterburners.
But does a nice job to play it back, keep it in play, and keep possession.
Michael Bryant. And that foul will be called on Chris Hagart.
And the referee putting up 2 fingers, letting you know I've seen you.
Direct ball played up. Yamazaki, can he get on the end of it? He does. Into the corner. Yamazaki muscled off it. And then Yamazaki called for the foul. Oh, and he's going to get a booking. Haruki Yamazaki will go in the books.
I think that's an accumulation yellow card, and he feels very hard done by.
He was in the mix.
Oh, yeah. So the only way that's a yellow is if it's an accumulation yellow, because he committed the penalty and then he had the foul just a couple of minutes ago, and now he's he's caught the referee's eye again.
Yellow cards brought to you by the Seva Law Firm.
God, that's a tough series of decisions against Yamazaki.
He may be looking for some representation right now.
He'll
need the people at the Seva Law Firm
he would like to argue his case.
He would.
And he has a case. Those have been some really tough decisions.
Zubak with the cross. And War got tangled up. Hagart leaves it off. Ciota, cross to the top of the box. Left foot shot, and that is headed away, I believe, by Stephen Carroll. Made the save.
Put his body on the line, and that's what the captain does. Welcome back, captain. Just absolutely sacrifice the body. And if he doesn't get there, this is a problem. Beautiful leave, turn, shot. If Carroll doesn't get in front, that's a tough save to make.
He may have a new luxurious haircut, but he's still doing the dirty work out there.
We would expect nothing less.
That ball whipped in. That goes across and headed over top of the bar. When I'll tell you right now, Orange County SC has Detroit City on their heels a little bit.
Pen back, yep. Ever since the penalty, City's been a little bit out of sorts. Orange County has used that to their advantage. That was almost a City assist. If that had been a tap in, that was a pretty good header turned aside. But Nicolas Benalcazar couldn't put it in.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Old Nation Brewing. Old Nation Brewing Company celebrating 10 years of independent and respectfully brewed beers. 24th minute, we are level at 1. Back and forth we've gone.
City need to breathe for a minute. Neil, they're amped up right now. They've allowed themselves to be dispossessed a number of times so far. Just gotta settle the troops a little bit.
Siata tosses it in. That ball sent beautifully up ahead. War will get on the end of this. His cross, Saldana's off the line. That will go out for a corner.
And the City back line was not ready for that. Pacey run down the wing. That's a heck of a run down the wing. And Silla puts it into the danger area. And now a dangerous set piece for a club that is very effective at crossing the ball.
Stephen Kelly over to take the corner. Spent the last 3 seasons in the Scottish Premiership. That ball ping-pongs around. Kelly will get another opportunity. And a bicycle kick, and that's headed away by Carroll. Another shot just wide of the right post.
Oh, Orange County is buzzing right now, Neil. They smell a little bit of blood in the water. And they have turned the press up. And Detroit City FC looks a little punch drunk. Beautiful service in. The bicycle kick is saved. Look at the way that service just drops on a dime. And
Side volley.
That would have been a heck of a goal if it goes in.
That was an impressive effort. Luke Latenovic. His side, as you said, buzzing right now. Fans, USL and CBS Sports Network kicks off September with the League One battle. Playoff contender Spokane Velocity FC to take on newcomer Westchester SC. Sunday, September 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern on the CBS Sports Network.
City get a free kick. Yamazaki fouled, and the referee calls it and kind of nods at Yamazaki to say, yeah, I saw that.
Jesse El Cedeno. Really his first touch of the match that I can remember.
The other player that's been marked really well is Hernandez Foster. Orange County has not let him get involved in setting anything up.
And Darren Smith. And Darren Smith will go in the books. And Darren Smith in some disbelief.
I think his studs actually got caught. Yeah, their studs locked up. That's not an intentional thing. Their shoes got caught up.
We've had a very active first 27 minutes in this matchup tonight. Boy, and Chris Hagart's been in the middle of pretty much all of it. But John, credit to Orange County.
They've played through it all.
Credit to Chris
Absolutely.
Hagart. Like, he has been a factor in this match. And they fell behind 1-0 off a dead giveaway.
And they have come back and responded.
And they are carrying play over the course of the last 10 minutes.
Orange County, a team that travel things are tough. Coming in, flying cross country to take on DCFC, coming into a tough environment here in Keyworth. And after the opening goal, they have controlled things. And credit to Danny Stone for getting his side ready after a match where they conceded 4 last week.
And Alcazar take him down. Set piece lining up for Orange County. Stephen Kelly again, and this is essentially a corner kick with more of an angle to it.
City set up a 2-man wall. This will get fizzed into the mixing bowl. City setting up a higher line.
And everybody in there will be gentlemanly towards each other. And Darren Smith able to head it away. Ball sent towards the back post. There's Stephen Carroll one more time. And a whistle before that bicycle attempt.
Flag was up.
And there it is. Bryant locked in a battle.
And you can see Haggard, by the way, going right at Yamazaki. Bumping him all the way down, knows he's in the book. Anytime that matchup is 1v1, Haggard's going to lean on him a little bit.
That ball sent in. Darren Smith heads it down. Shuttler flies off the line to scoop it up. And the crowd will tell you who has the ball right now. As Haggard makes his way around one defender. Yamazaki recovers.
City got to find a way to get Kobe Hernandez Foster the ball, and he is being marked hard.
He's been phased out, bottom line.
Absolutely.
There's a beautiful flick by Darren Smith. Atez Juf in some space. Juf shot! And Detroit City FC takes a 2-1 lead. Atez Juf, a moment of brilliance. Is this any fun here tonight in Keyworth?
A lot of fun, partner. You talked about it in the open. We were talking about Detroit City FC, and you said Atez Juf has been a big part of their run of form. That's why. Turned on the afterburner, beat his defender, and put it under the crossbar, and there was nothing Shuttler could do. Turned the body, unleashed a cannon, and it goes under the bar, and it's 2-1, City in front. What? Me? Worry? I got this.
Atez Juf, man. He has hit the ground running. Signed with Orlando City B at 18 years old. He's 24 right now, has played over 100 USL Championship matches. On loan from Lexington.
How much you want to bet in the offseason there's going to be a conversation about a price?
I would think so.
Because he has been an absolute revelation.
This has been an explosive match here at Keyworth tonight. 3 goals in 30 minutes. Probably just like everybody thought, right?
Sure. Given the last time these two teams met, it was a 1-0 game after 90. Yeah, why not? Possession just about equal.
8 shots for Orange County in 30 minutes of play here at Keyworth. When's the last time you saw that?
I don't think I ever have.
Yeah. This has been an incredible match.
Even more interesting than the 8 shots on goal, or the 8 shots. Both teams with 12 entries into the final third. This is not a midfield battle. They're going one way to the other.
Yamazaki with it. Tried to thread it through to Cedeno, was turned away.
What a flick.
Jesse El Cedeno tried to send it through to Juf.
And Juf was 1 yard forward. If he could have caught that on the front foot, he was going around the defender and he was gone.
Danny Stone looking on. Orange County bench. They are just 3 points behind number 4 spot in the Western Conference. Chris Hagart with it. He overcooks that ball up ahead. Saldana makes the grab.
So a little bit of an unsung hero moment. Looks like an easy catch for Saldana. Why is it an easy catch? Because Devin Abumensa did a great job of shepherding an Orange County player that was trying to press Saldana and moving him away from goal. Those are the things that never show up in a stat sheet, but make it easier for your keeper and can flip a game if you can turn that into a good series of possession.
That ball played away from Yamazaki, but it will be a throw for Detroit City. Hernandez-Foster with the touch. And Mensah will track it down. Kobe Hernandez-Foster nearly found Juve running in.
Now, we said he needed to get more involved. That was a pretty good attempted service there.
Villanueva lays it off Michael Bryant. Bryant threads it to the middle. Cedeno left-footed shot. Shuttler was on the scene immediately and shut it down.
Much better this from Detroit City FC. It's as though the goal giving them the lead has kind of restored their confidence, restored service. They're much more controlled on the ball. Good through balls in the middle, and Cedeno uses the screener and puts it toward the upright. And a nice job by Shuttler to get down and read it through a screener to make the save.
Yamazaki tried to find Juve. Juve taken down, and the foul is called, and this will be a booking. Latinovic doesn't like it, but he will go in the books. And more than that, Detroit City FC with a prime set piece coming up.
Well, I think it had to be a booking, Neil, especially after the last couple of Detroit City players going in the book. You see him, he just takes
the elbow
him
got
out.
extended, yeah.
Absolutely. So that's going to be a booking. Anytime you get there, the elbow extended up near the head and neck.
And to be fair, John, on the Yamazaki penalty,
Yep.
the arm got extended, man, and officials,
They look for that.
They look for that.
Absolutely.
If you get that arm extended, you're putting yourself in danger. We've seen it a couple times.
And it goes back to what you don't want to put yourself in the referee's
Right.
hands, especially in the penalty area.
Ryan Williams, Kobe Hernandez-Foster. We have seen this act before. A couple of good choices, of course. Kobe Hernandez-Foster bagged one of these last week. Kobe, the run up, and just missed that left post.
He was hungry. He was going for that. And that's a heck of a shot. Just tried to turn it to that top corner. Couldn't turn it enough. What a first half. If you're just joining us, where you been? Wow.
I didn't even get a chance to ask you, John. Usually at about the half-hour mark, what are you seeing? What do you think? But I think it's pretty self-evident what's going on out there. This is an electric, high-quality, high-level soccer match.
And that's exactly what I'm seeing. And really, we're 36 minutes in, and I think it's really 3 phases of 12 minutes. The first 12 minutes, City were in the ascendancy. The second 12 minutes, Orange County really, after the penalty, really put it. The Detroit City Football Club was buzzing around the goal. And now in the last few, Detroit City FC has regained their composure and the lead, and we're seeing more of what we saw at the beginning of the contest.
Juve wanted to go with it. He was turned away. Yamazaki with a bit of a heavy touch. And here come Orange County. Ryan Williams able to cut the run off. He's taken down. And the whistle will go against Silla.
Anytime when you cut a runoff and you get the free kick, that's pretty good play in transition.
Usman Silla, that is college soccer at Clemson, was a first-team All-American. Nice job by Ryan Williams to Villanueva.
2 runners in the middle.
Villanueva got it taken away. Orange County will concede a throw, but better that than the corner that it might have been. Bryant. Kobe Hernandez-Foster. Villanueva. Mensah makes a run-up. Mensah still has it. Well done by Orange County to gather themselves. Mensah has it as we move into the 40th minute. Cedeno leaves it off, gets it back.
Much better ball control by Detroit City right now. moving the ball much better. They've ironed out the loose touches that plagued them early.
Bryant has Juve with him. And Ryan Williams in the middle.
Michael's dad's in the house, stopped up to see us before the match.
Michael Bryant drives it for Yamazaki. Yamazaki gets around his man. Yamazaki into the box. And then has it touched away. And that ball ping-pongs around. Darren Smith, back heel. Yamazaki's shot is blocked. Lays it off. 3-1 City. Jessiel Cedeno with the left foot.
Cedeno, Johnny on the spot, putting it past the keeper, but Neil, this goal was made by the hard work of Yamazaki. Watch him fight, even while going down, to leave that ball through, follow after being dispossessed, and poke it just far enough for Cedeno to find it, and Cedeno picked his spot and didn't miss. Most players, the first time they're taken out of the play, they go down. Yamazaki kept going, pushed it in, and Jessiel Cedeno said, "Thank you very much, I'll make it 3-1.
Very tough break for Orange County. They did everything right defensively. And Cedeno was in the right place at the right time, and he did not miss. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Wayne State, proud to be the official higher education partner of Detroit City Football Club. 42nd minute, Detroit City FC with the 3-1 lead. Neil Rule, John Krieger, here with you.
And you know, for a team that for the middle part of the first half of the season really struggled to find goals, Neil, it shows you the run of form Detroit City is moving into. That they've had 3 different goals from 3 different players. And they're finding a way to play the way Danny Dicchio wants them to play. And it's not all about hoofing it long and finding a guy up top. The system that Danny Dicchio wants them to play really coming into form over the last few matches.
The addition of Atez Juve, and then that being chased with Kobe Hernandez Foster. And for the most part, Kobe Hernandez Foster's been pretty quiet here this evening, but Atez Juve has not. In the way they play off each other, Atez Juve, man, has been the straw that stirred the drink. When you dropped him into this lineup, things changed in a hurry.
So one of the things that you want as a club is you want to be able to invoke the 90s Chicago Bulls, Jordan or Pippen. Who are we going to make beat us, right? So either Jordan's going to get his and you're going to shut down everybody else, or you're going to shut down Jordan and pray that Pippen and the rest don't beat you. Well, here, because now you have the combo of Juve and Hernandez Foster, right? You can shut down one, but not the other, because you can't commit the resources to trying to shut down both of them. So now they're going to have to try to mark Juve, and that's going to open up Hernandez Foster.
And the beneficiary of all this, of course, has been Darren Smith. Juve shows up. Darren Smith's unlocked. He's on a heater right now. Throw into the corner. He's headed away.
Also not to be outdone. Nothing like home cooking, man. Finally getting a few run of matches at home where you can sleep in your own bed the night before match day and you don't have to hop on a flight 2 days out.
There is Chris Hagart making his way back up the pitch. He has been very, very good here tonight as well. He's playing the villain role here at Keyworth, and he's been playing it well.
I don't think he's going to get any love letters from the Keyworth crowd, but that's because he's done his job very well tonight.
Whistle goes against Orange County. Atez Juve is down. We cross into the 45th minute. What you think about 4 minutes?
Well, we've had 4 goals, and penalty administration. I would think, yeah.
4 to 5?
I would say 4.
I do enjoy this game we play. Guess the stoppage time game.
I mean, it's fun. It's a fun added bonus.
And you can play along at home as well. Stephen Carroll pings that one up ahead, and that's flicked away, and a corner coming up for Detroit City.
Boy, if they got one more before the break.
And on cue, the Norfolk and Southern comes rolling through.
That was the stadium giveaway tonight for the first 500.
It's true.
A train. And the DCFC train is rolling right now. 2 goals to the good. And you can bet that engineer knows and toots the horn a little bit. He wants some TV time.
Corner driven in towards the back post. Amumensa came flying in. Stephen Carroll tries to control it. Juve lets it go. Shuttler with the save. And able to deflect it to himself. And Amumensa gets tangled up with Shuttler. Knocked him over. Shuttler down. And Cedeno will shepherd that one over the touchline.
We both lose the game, by the way, partner. 3 minutes of stoppage time.
Boy, and how about this exchange? Shuttler, I think, kind of went through Juve trying to start that counter. There's a great stop by Shuttler, and right here just runs his way through Juve, and then Amumensa runs his way through Shuttler.
And now you've got a bunch of Orange County players surrounding the assistant referee, saying, "Why didn't you see that? Why didn't you flag it?"
I believe that's AR1 Jacob Little in a spot where you don't want to be right there in the middle if you're the official.
And Shuttler still down.
I think Jacob Little just looked over at Fernando Pena and says, "Hey,
help me out.
This is your territory, man. You're supposed to take all these arrows." Colin Shuttler still down. Tetsuya Kodono, the backup keeper. And Shuttler's played every minute for Orange County.
And Danny Stone is still having a conversation with Jacob Little.
Shuttler played his college soccer at Virginia. Was a first-team All-American for UVA. He was the first-team All-American in the ACC for UVA since a guy named Tony Miola. You're familiar with his work?
I've heard of that guy.
Heard of that guy, absolutely.
On my radio a lot of afternoons.
That's right.
On Sirius XM FC. You know, that was really the birth. I don't know about for you, but Miola in goal for that 94 team really put football into my consciousness.
I agree.
That summer was absolutely electric.
Tetsuya Kodomo.
He's going to warm up.
He is warming up. Played his college soccer at Cal State Fullerton. This is the first time that Detroit City FC has scored 3 goals in a match since April 13th against Phoenix Rising.
You know, they're going to bring out a stretcher for him. We got the stretcher coming out.
Kodono continues to get loose.
I think Shuttler's day might be done. And it's unfortunate. You don't want to see that. You never want to see a player stretchered off.
Especially a huge blow for Orange County.
And what a way to see your first minutes of the season. Coming in down 2 goals cold.
Detroit City has turned this match on its side. The last shot, we talked about Orange County. They had 8 shots in the first 20+ minutes of this match. Their last shot was attempted in the 26th minute.
City have become much more resolute defensively.
In the meantime, Shuttler still being tended to by the medical personnel.
And Maureen Lill out there as well. In a situation like this, both teams' training staffs will be
all hands on deck.
All hands on deck.
Jesse El Cedeno.
And now they're bringing out a backboard.
Having a discussion. Alcazar of Orange County.
I think we may be being told this is halftime.
I think you are correct, partner.
Yep.
So in the meantime, the medical staffs from both sides will continue to tend to Colin Shuttler.
That's actually really good refereeing. Send him to the locker room. If you have to add time at the end of the match, you can do it. I would be willing to bet we will see extended stoppage time at the end of the second. But you don't want to keep the players out here. Certainly let them get back to the locker room and sit and then get news of their teammate if you're Orange County. And certainly our thoughts right now with Colin Shuttler and what he's going through down on the pitch.
So we will take our halftime break. 45 minutes in the books. 3-1, Detroit City FC with the lead over Orange County. Halftime brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. We'll be back with more USL Championship Soccer.
There's a beer in the D for me and you. From Royal Oak to Jefferson Avenue, grab a friend and a jersey too and chant like you give a damn. Now we're talking Detroit, and Stroh's is spoken here.
Here's Smith again, the chip! Give him two! It's through two defenders! Oh, what a goal by Joe! Morris, service on the corner! And it's 1-0 City! Detroit soccer team is back in action. Feel the adrenaline, embrace the excitement, and be a part of every heart-pounding moment at historic Keyworth Stadium. Tickets available now. Detroit soccer team is back in action. Feel the adrenaline, embrace the excitement, and be a part of every heart-pounding moment at historic Keyworth Stadium. Tickets available now.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Detroit City FC is brought to you by Fago, proud to be the official pop of DCFC. Fort Pontchartrain, the official hotel partner of Detroit City FC. And Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. (3-1) Detroit City FC with the lead here at the half. An electric first half of action between the two sides. Halftime brought to you by Stroh's, because as we said, Stroh's is spoken here. It was a good week last week and for the last couple weeks for Detroit City FC. And we can take a look back with the goal and the saves of the week.
It's percolating. Hernandez, Foster!
Kobe Hernandez-Foster. I'm a midfielder from Los Angeles, California for Detroit City FC. Obviously, I was at Birmingham Legion before this. Yeah, I just wanted to move. I think after a while being there, I think I just need to be at a team that I'm playing most of the games. With Danny and everything, him having an eye on me for quite some time, he was interested in me, and honestly, I was happy. I think knowing that I had a coach who wanted me, and obviously the environment of the place, and knowing Alex and everything, and like some of the guys here from playing them, I was like, I mean, it's a nice place to be, so I was very intrigued. I've known Alex since about when I was 15 years old, so he was on Seattle Sounders Academy and I was on Galaxy. Just like playing them was always like a rivalry, and yeah, we would just play versus each other, had mutuals. We went to a national team camp together also, so it makes it so much easier knowing someone else instead of just coming here and it's like, oh, you get to either live by yourself, now you're just doing things for yourself and you don't really have someone to show you around, but having him, it's been much easier. I'm kind of a midfielder who loves being on the ball. I think that's just who I am. I think attacking wise, I'm just a player who likes to create, not just for myself, but for everyone else around me. I think coming into this system, it was like perfect, just knowing that I can be like a bit different from everyone on the team. So it kind of gave like the team a new perspective on how we play. And I think now having me there, it's kind of helped us in a good way, I would hope. For me, my mentality is like just going out there and doing my best. Obviously, sometimes it can be difficult, especially you see it all the time in every sport when a player gets traded over to a new team or goes to a new team, obviously mid-season too. Just going into a new team always, I think it's just giving the best you have. So me coming here, I was like, I'm just going to do what I can do for the team and hopefully we get wins.
Here's Smith again, the chip! Give him two! Two defenders! Oh, what a goal by two! Chris, service on the corner! And it's 1-0 City!
Gerd crossing it in, Cicerelli trying to get there, it's denied again, the cleanup is Rodrigo Lopez!
Going for goal, and they score! Jensen Wilson with a missile!
Arfin keeps possession, Samadia loads it up, sends it in, and a goal!
More service in the area. Paler Ortiz lays it back and a score! Gabi Torres!
Wait, come back! Wait, come back, I need more help.
Take a loan off Take a loan for free.
Today we went to the beach and it was
Put the loan right on me.
totally worth it. Get double points this fall at Best Western.
We don't stop chanting, we don't stop drumming, yelling and screaming and chanting.
Back from the dead in the 90th minute!
We'll follow them wherever, pretty much. That's just the love that we have for our team.
Strikes with the right and opens the scoring. A dream start for the home side. Wow, what a strike from Westchester, and it's Prince Sadie.
Take a loan off Take a loan for free.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything. Get double points this fall at Best Western.
Monday with the right foot. It's in the back of the net. It's the two defenders. Oh, what a goal by Again, the chance. Give him
Welcome back to halftime, brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. 3-1 Detroit City FC with the lead over Orange County. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around USL Championship. It is news and notes time. And John, as we take a look at the headlines, you touched on it earlier, a lot of international call-ups around USL Championship and USL League One, and that really speaks to the talent in the league.
It just shows you that this league gets deeper and deeper and deeper and richer and richer and richer in talent. 17 current USL Championship or USL League One players playing for their national teams in World Cup qualifiers. That is depth of talent, and it shows you that this is a league that continues to be on the rise in the American game.
And I know that we still have leftovers from the Labor Day barbecue in our fridge, but Lou City has already locked up a playoff spot. They've lost one time. John, we started before St. Patrick's Day.
It is obscene how good they are, really. And credit to them for building that roster. Credit to them for the way they've been able to really gel as a side. And they are right now the class of the USL.
Let's take a look at our live scoreboard, brought to you by Best Western, and Sacramento Republic just getting on the board against the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Other than that, John, we've had all the goals here at Keyworth.
Well, you know what? It's made for a fun 45 here in Detroit, but the match to watch really there, that Sacramento-Tampa Bay side, that Sacramento-Tampa Bay match. Sacramento wants to get those points, but Tampa Bay trying to climb back in and move their way up the Eastern Conference.
And Hartford Athletic, they've been rolling as of late. They are scoreless with Miami FC. So we will take our final halftime break, come back, and get you the second half of action. 3-1 Detroit City FC with the lead. This is USL Championship Soccer.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Some people are born warriors. Something drives them forward, past any obstacle, towards something bigger. Maybe they weren't born with a silver spoon, but they were born with a purpose. At Wayne State University, we take this drive and turn it into so much more, so they can become warrior strong.
Here's Smith again, the chance! Give him two! It's through two defenders! Oh, what a goal by Jude! Morris, service on the corner! And it's 1-0 City!
Adulting? Overrated. Financial freedom? Now that's the move. Meet Alumnify. Banking built for real life. No jargon. No hassle. Just smart money moves made simple. Want to save more? Spend smarter? Build wealth? We've got your back. With zero hidden fees and game-changing savings rates. This is banking that fits your life. Alumnify. Let's go.
The USL on CBS is presented by Best Western Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel partner of the United Soccer League. Back here inside.
Watch him fight through. Gets dispossessed, but stays on his feet and then pokes it through to Cedeno, and Cedeno doesn't miss. And before the half, Detroit City FC takes their 3-1 lead.
And there are the halftime stats. Of course, Detroit City FC with that 3-1 lead, but Orange County, who had 8 shots in about the first 22-ish minutes of the first half, were held shotless after that period. So Detroit City FC really just flat out took over the match, and therefore they have the lead. Some substitutions happening for both sides as Isaiah LaFleur will come on, and there you see the official substitution at the keeper spot. Tetsuya Kodono in for Colin Shuttler, who was wheeled off on the stretcher. From our vantage point up here, it did look like he was moving his arms around. And again, that's just from our vantage point up here. And there you see the medical teams tending to Colin Shuttler. So certainly thinking about Colin Shuttler right now. And hopefully he is okay. Kodono in for Orange County.
First backup keeper we've seen here at Keyworth in some time as a substitution, and certainly not the way you want to see it. Our thoughts go to Colin Shuttler, of course, and now on Kodono's side, his first action of the season in a vital match on the road here at Keyworth Stadium as we get the second half underway.
Ashton Miles plays that ball out. Ashton Miles, a youngster, was the first player to sign a contract from Orange County SC2 Academy. He was their captain back in 2023. This Orange County side, a very, very good mix of young talent with veteran talent. Of course, they've certainly had more than their fair share of injuries, but they've held it together. And actually playing some of their best soccer of the season over the last 5 matches.
And they've found some really talented young players as well. A testament to their youth movement that 3 of their players are on age group international duty right now.
Ciota played it back. Hagart catches it in the middle. And that cross in by Ciota. Go out for a throw. Montez Juve gets control of it. Oh, and Darren Smith. Oh, and Darren Smith. He hurt his shoulder, that right shoulder, in the first couple minutes of the match.
And he's gone down again holding it.
And this time it was no contact. He actually tried to plant to go back to get the ball, and there you saw him just grab at the shoulder right away.
Smith goes in, yeah. Well, you know what? He was, I think something just seized up on him. And something going on with that shoulder.
Darren Smith will make his way over towards the bench. We'll see what Danny Dicchio wants to do. People continuing to get loose.
And by the way, the substitution at the half for City, Isaiah LaFleur coming in. He's coming in on loan from Philadelphia Union. Made his debut last week, I know, when you were on the call, partner. And this is the guy who started 20 matches in MLS Next Pro for Union. And another way Detroit City FC trying to add talent to the bench. Two other substitutes, by the way, for Orange County SC. Roberto Molina comes on. And the player they acquired yesterday, Malik Pinto from Colorado Rapids 2 on loan, is into the contest. Coming off will be Osman Silla and Number 28, Gavin Karam, one of their academy players that had actually gotten the start. And I think a good decision by Danny Dicchio. The substitution for Detroit City FC at the half was LaFleur coming on for Yamazaki, who was on a booking. And
you figured that was going to be the move at some point.
You want to be 11v11 at the end of things.
And Darren Smith will return to the match, so he was out for a couple of minutes. Saldana rolls it over to Amu Mensah.
So on the pitch, 2 players playing with bookings, Latinovic for Orange County and Darren Smith on a booking for Detroit City FC.
And you would think Darren Smith's time here in the second half will be somewhat limited.
Well, he's gone down grabbing the shoulder twice. I think this is
parlay that with the booking.
We need to have 11. We need to have 11 players out there play till we can get somebody warmed up.
And the good news for Danny Dicchio, he's the boss at the table right now because he has the 2-goal lead. Now, certainly, things change quickly, but for now, Detroit City FC loves their chair. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by DTE Energy. DTE recommends installing carbon monoxide detectors in your home and business today. 50 minutes down, 40 to go. And don't forget, too, of course, the injury to Colin Shuttler, who was stretchered off the pitch. They will tack on, presumably, that 3 minutes of stoppage time.
Because that was in about the first minute of stoppage.
Right.
He went down. So I would be willing to bet that we are going to see prolonged stoppage at the end of this match. Still think it was excellent refereeing to send the players to the locker rooms. Don't make them sit around out on the pitch for what was 5 or 6 more minutes until they could get Shuttler on a stretcher to play 2 minutes and then go back and have a 15-minute halftime. Really good decision.
Montez Juve pings it across. The floor was calling for it, but Kobe Hernandez-Foster has the control.
How about a guy with a name built for Detroit? Isaiah and Isaiah Thomas and LaFleur and Ron LaFleur, who played for the Tigers back in the 60s. Now, if that's not a Detroit sports name, I don't know what is.
It's true. Ryan Williams had that one played away. Turning with it is Stephen Kelly. Hagar got a touch there. I don't think anybody noticed. You didn't hear the cascade of boos.
Well, the boos have lessened now that it's a 2-goal lead.
That is fair. That ball nearly given away. Ciota able to settle it down. It's Malik Pinto, who was literally just signed a few days ago. Service cut out. Throw coming up for Orange County.
Matter of fact, he's been official member of the club for about 24 hours.
Right. And Alcazar will roll it to the right side. And Villanueva will be called for a foul. He got locked up. Ciota.
Key for Detroit City in the second half, with that 2-goal lead, is to be able to straddle the line between not sitting back and letting Orange County dictate possession. You don't want to go into a defense versus attack drill, but you want to know you have the 2-goal lead, and you don't want to take too many unnecessary risks. It's all about trying to keep things neutral, and if you can get a fourth goal, so be it. But don't allow Orange County to come on the front foot and pin you back and just eat the time.
And Alcazar, his college soccer at Wake Forest. He's on the homegrown contract with NYCFC of MLS. He's 3 goals on the season for Orange County. Now he has the ball back. Into the middle, there's Hagar. And it's taken away. DCFC gives it back as Pinto rolls it out to that left wing.
Excellent job after the cheap giveaway to concede the throw and allow your defense to reset a little bit.
Floor had some quality minutes for DCFC last week. Ball sent up ahead. Villanueva touched away. That ball winged in. The header is over top of the crossbar. Orange County took not a lot and made it very dangerous.
Partner, you remember about 3 minutes ago when I said don't allow Orange County to get on the front foot and let yourself get pinned back? That is example number one of what you don't want to do. That is a guy waiting in between Detroit City FC's two center backs and having a free header on goal. Somebody's got to get up and mark him.
You give Ethan Zubak an opportunity like that, you get away with it. You caught a break. Oh, and there's a giveaway by Detroit City. Saldana had to scramble back towards the goal. Agart. Flung in, comes free. That right foot shot is blocked up front.
City a little loose at the back right now, Neil Rule, and we saw this in the early going in the first half. Touches a little heavy, giving the ball away cheaply, and they played their way into it in the second half of the first half, but here, they got to shore things up.
Boy, Joof, he's got a head of steam. Oh. He's got friends with him, and Joof goes down, and a yellow card will be issued. But Joof grabbing at the back of the leg.
He grabbed at the hammy.
The hamstring area.
Yep.
Left hamstring for Atez Joof. He's trying to stretch it out. Some nervous moments right now for the DCFC faithful. Danny Dicchio laser focused right now on Atez Joof.
And this may be one of those things where even if he says he's okay, you got a 2-goal lead, you don't risk it. It'd be interesting to see what the decision and how he's handling things.
He's on the floor of the target. That ball was overcooked. Goal kick coming up. Tatsuya Kadono. First minutes, Orange County's USL Championship season that has not had Colin Shuttler as the goalkeeper. Right at the end of the first half, he was stretchered out. Hernandez Foster at the top, looking for Joof. Ryan Williams comes in to take it away, and that stopped a possible counter. Stephen Carroll sends it out wide. LaFleur with it. There's 1-2 build up, and that pass just a little overcooked by Darren Smith. Fans, you can watch USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. New Mexico United takes on Detroit City FC Wednesday, September 10th at 9 p.m. Eastern on 2DN. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings.
That match is a large part of the reason tonight is so important for Detroit City FC. That's a midweek turnaround cross-country trip. That's a hard turnaround.
Good work. Tracking back by Darren Smith. Floor will play it back to Saldana. and deposited around midfield.
And I believe the flag went up there, partner.
And if you're just joining us, coming over from the Detroit Tigers win over the Chicago White Sox, welcome in 3-1 Detroit City FC with the lead. Neil Rule, John Krieger here at historic Keyworth Stadium with you. Happy to have you along. Mamu Mensah tracks back.
How about another night by Tarek Skubal?
Yep. It's been the book on him all season long, and this will be a booking. And no confirmation on who it will be on.
Both players down.
There's our Fago replay. And it appears as though this will go against Orange County.
Number 32, Nicolas Ciota, another academy player for Orange County SC.
And that's really what Danny Stone's been up against for Orange County. The injury problems. And those have continued here tonight with the departure of Colin Shuttler. He was injured at the end of the first half, and Antez Juve is back down on the pitch on the other side, stretching out the hamstring, and I believe his night will probably come to an end.
And I think that's going to be a really good decision by Danny Dichio.
We just talked about it, a midweek match coming up for Detroit City at New Mexico on Wednesday night.
So the recovery days get different. Tomorrow will be a recovery day. You're basically going to have 1 day of training, and then you're on a plane the day before a match to go out to New Mexico. So a really tough turnaround for Detroit City FC, and I think a really good decision to take Antez Juve off by Danny Dichio to kind of conserve one of his stars for a stretch run. Several matches he'll be needed, more important than 29 minutes plus tonight. But what a first 61 minutes he had, including the goal that gave City the lead back. And Adebayo Smith's going to come on.
And Jesse El Cedeno, I believe, coming off. That is the case.
And Lay Job coming on. So Adebayo Smith's going to go up top. Interesting that Darren Smith remains, because I think Villanueva came off.
Tristan Traeger coming in for Orange County.
And he replaces Ciota, one of the players on a booking. And with the stoppages here, Neil, and the added on time from the first half that we think we're going to see, I would not be surprised to see 8 to 10 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this one. So very interesting to see how we play here. I think we could get close to 100 minutes, which means Detroit City FC's got to see out 38.
Personnel certainly have changed. Moore will play it back. Boy, Darren Smith and Adebayo Smith. High pressure. Villanueva reaps the benefits.
Adebayo Smith can press. He'll be a good forward partner with Darren Smith up top.
Michael Bryant drives it. He's looking for Adebayo Smith. Here's Ryan Williams.
Great ball out wide.
Villanueva takes on the defender. Cuts across. Job to Kobe. To Williams. Job just came into the match. Stephen Carroll rolls it over to Michael Bryant. Bryant in some space. Bryant will let it go, and the shot is blocked. Maybe one touch too many before the shot.
You know, his family that's here tonight would have loved him to have a lash.
Good battle over there in the corner. And Ryan Williams called for that foul as Chris Hagart goes down.
There are the boos for Hagart.
There they
again.
are, yep.
They're back.
Alcazar will play it back. Stephen Kelly. Alcazar. Joe with the challenge. Hagart with it again. Just nothing really moving forward right now for Orange County. Villanueva comes up to press, as does Darren Smith. Boy, that almost reserved it. And a turnover. And the touch foul goes against Detroit City. But Orange County will take it. Opportunity to move forward, which they do. Ball laid off, cross in, played out. Amu Mensah cut it away.
Really important after kind of a touch foul, quick restart free kick like that to keep your shape. Nice job by City to not get caught off guard by the quick free kick. Amu Mensah doing his job on the back line, seeing things out. Now City have to defend a set piece.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Save a Law Firm.
Now it's the Canadian Nationals' turn.
Corner swung in, knocked down, and sent over top of the frame. And there it is, the Canadian National rolling by. He's watching the match on TV. I know he is. I know he is. He's got that Paramount Plus app open. He's watching the match.
He's watching on Golazo. Yeah. Absolutely. So we've had the two main railroads come through.
And both the conductors know exactly where the cameras are. Good for them. '67th minute, 3-1, Detroit City FC with the lead. Here at Keyworth. And whistle came behind the play.
Detroit City doing a good job right now of just kind of reducing the temperature of this match. Just get it down into the point where you're eating time off the clock. You got to make sure you keep your shape, especially in a set piece situation like this. But you've managed to take another 10 minutes off the clock. You still have your 2-goal lead.
Kelly flings it into the 18. Job climbed and headed it away. Is a flag up? Yes, it was. They're tucked away in the corner.
Saldana making sure things are good and ready.
We talked a lot about the recent run of form for Detroit City and Montez Juve and what he's done coming over. Kobe Hernandez Foster, Elijah leaves it for Adebayo Smith. That's cut away. Nobody's really talked about Carlos Saldana. Goals against average down to 1 flat. And we were talking during the halftime break. Detroit City FC has only allowed a goal during the run of play going on what, 2 months, something like that. I mean, it's been a long time. The goals they have conceded have been penalties.
And the goal they conceded tonight, a penalty.
Right.
Saldana really has developed a relationship with the back.
And there's
line.
a rocket, and the stop is made by Codono.
From long range. And how about that for your first save this season? Put on a tee. Bryant has a go. Codono has to punch away.
Floor battling. Keeps it in the corner. That ball flung in, and Codono, boy, he reached up.
Got to get
pull
back.
that one back.
They want to start the counter. Oh, that's an excellent job by Leigh Job to track back and shut down that counter. Because they were going up the wing, and Job said no.
And Bio Smith called for the foul. Pressure by Hernandez Foster. Agard able to keep it. Wanted it back. Again, Detroit City FC, John, here in the second half, they've done an excellent job of turning Orange County negative. What looks like sometimes promising attacks. City able just to upset the flow, turn them around, and they would have to reset. And the next thing you know, they've had the ball for 45 seconds in their own half of the pitch.
Detroit City FC has not allowed a whole lot of possession with intent. They've allowed Orange County to have possession. They haven't been able to do a whole lot with it, you're right. And especially so dangerous on the wings is Orange County. And they have neutralized that in the second half.
And now finally some space to work with.
Oh, that's just clinical. That's just workmanlike. Concede the throw, take time off the clock.
Kobe Hernandez Foster tracking back. And that foul will go against Detroit City, against LaFleur. Quick restart was a little too quick.
We got a booking. Somebody's gone in the book.
Is it Hernandez Foster? Must be.
It's an interesting booking.
Was it Kobe or was it LaFleur? We'll get official word. In the meantime, it's a set piece for Orange County here in the 72nd minute. There's still a long way to go here at Keyworth. Ryan Williams plays it out. And that ball set in, and Saldana able to make the grab.
Quick service, and Saldana, nice job to stay behind it. That's excellent service, and unfortunately just a little bit low. And it turned into a bit of a pop-up, and Saldana is able to make the catch.
And Bio Smith sends it to Jope. Jope working 1v1. His cross is cut out, and it will be a goal kick.
Looks like Orange County readying another substitution.
Some space on the wing again, but a flag up.
That's down to the City back line, keeping their shape. Springing the offside trap on that run. Nice job not to play the Orange County player onside. Takes more time off the clock.
Played back to Saldana. Amu Mensah. Ball played away, and Stephen Carroll just bang it back up towards midfield.
And that's perfectly fine. Takes more time off the clock and lets you reset.
That ball taken away. Adebayo Smith tracking back. Joe couldn't control it.
City pinned back a little bit here, Neil. They need to stretch the field. We're getting to that point where City almost content to be in a defense versus attack drill, and you really need to stretch the field a bit. And City are going to play that down. They won't chase it because I believe a player was in an offside position.
Adebayo Smith knew right away. Jay Chapman will come into the match for DCFC.
Chapman comes in. And I believe we're going to see the end of Darren Smith's night.
Looks like Kobe Hernandez Foster.
Hernandez Foster's night coming off. Coming on for Orange County, Cameron Dunbar is going to make an appearance. And by the way, confirmation now that the booking was on LaFleur. We were uncertain of that booking on the far side a few minutes back. LaFleur goes in the book on 72 minutes.
In the meantime, we're ready to cross over into the 77th minute. Stephen Carroll
will take his time.
Carroll drives it up towards the 18. Adebayo Smith. He's defended very nicely.
And that one rather laissez-faire, sent back for another City throw. City will be fine with that. And now they're going to play the game of, I'm going to take the throw, you take the throw. That's the chair they have, though. It's the chip stack they possess. Oh, watch the press. Soldani's got to be careful here.
Drives it up ahead.
But right to an Orange County player. And City need to make sure their shape is good. And what you talked about, partner, right there. Opportunity for Orange County. City turned them back. And now it's a Detroit City FC throw. That's how you see out a match.
And there will be a booking to the Orange County bench. So that will go to Danny Stone. And the faces on the Orange County bench tell the story right now. They're running out of time. And what was at halftime a very steep hill is becoming a mountain, and here's a foot race to the ball. Pass laid off and cleared away. Boy, Adebayo Smith hit another gear.
Just played it in behind, or it would have been 4-1. Adebayo Smith burned his defender, and this is left back, and
Villanueva
will want that back. And he knows. Overran it just a little bit.
And That ball let go, and that will go out for a goal kick. Chris Hagart overcooked it a little bit, much to the delight of the 6,000-ish fans. Tetsuya Kodono pressed into duty here tonight. Colin Shuttler, who played every minute of USL Championship action for Orange County, left right at the end of the first half on a stretcher.
Certainly our thoughts continue to be with him. If we get an update, we'll certainly share it with you.
Floor with the ball, and now Michael Bryant with the switch.
You know, partner, you talked about the 6,000 plus in attendance. You want another indication of how Detroit City FC has become part of the Detroit sporting landscape. Tigers home game. Same time as both Michigan and Michigan State football being played.
And there's a right-footed shot that will work its way through, but be wide of the frame. Believe it was redirected.
And we'll have a corner.
Tristan Traeger made a bid.
But the City faithful here tonight, despite a lot of other sports on the calendar today, shows you just how important these matches are to these fans.
These fans here at Key were 10 minutes plus stoppage time away. 3 very valuable points. Corner service comes in, headed out, and that ball flung in. It was blocked out.
And I think that's going to be another corner.
Yes, it will. I believe that was Lai Jope on the corner that played it away. He's done that a couple times here tonight.
And things getting a little chippy down in the area.
Zubak. He converted the penalty, but we have not said his name a ton here tonight. After that penalty, he had 1 shot, I believe, earlier in the second half.
How's this for a number for you, Neil Rule, as they set up for the corner? In the first 22 minutes of this match, Orange County had 7 shots. They've had 2 since.
City's on a very good run of form. Corner played short, as is Orange County coming into this match. Smith goes flying out, ball sauced in. Saldana able to punch it away. On the floor, trying to step up. It's touched away from him.
The floor at least tied it up long enough that the defense could get back in their shape.
Mohamed War had that pass played away. Quick throw, War will get it back. Ball sent in, and that's played over top of the bar. Boy, Cameron Dunbar with some beautiful service into the box.
Dunbar out wide. Look at that ball. Oh, he'll want that back.
Boy.
Off the side of the head.
Ben Alcazar was right there too. He's the one that sent it over top of the bar. He had nothing but net in front of him.
That is, in football parlance, what we call missing a sitter. That was 3-2 on his boot, and he popped it off the top.
Those are the moments sometimes you'll see that will break a team that's trailing. Especially 2 or more goals. Aaron Smith into the corner with it. A couple defenders out at him. Feeds it through. Villanueva. Villanueva taken down, and that will go against Hagart. And the Detroit City fans here at Keyworth, they want a booking just for the vibes.
Well, it was Hagart in the first half who got the stern talking to for the shove in the back of a City player into the bench. And that's a pretty hard takedown here, too.
Well, I think I could read Stephen Carroll's mouth there. He said, how many times, to back up your point.
Stephen asking a worthwhile question.
Ryan Williams will restart things. Villanueva out there on the wing all by himself. He'll fizz it in. Ball's played down, and Ryan Williams will come and cut it off.
That's a heck of a job to cut off the counter and keep possession.
Mensa makes a run. Boy, some nervous moments in there, a giveaway. Bryant tried to step through with it. Mensa was in the mix. And
Flag's
offside
up.
flag is up, and that was pretty easy to see.
Discipline, by the way, in the match. Detroit City FC, 16 fouls, Orange County 13. Yellow cards, 3 for both sides. And by the way, the other side of that shot discrepancy. We told you about Orange County having 7 shots in the first 22 minutes and 2 since. In that time, Detroit City FC had 2 shots in the first 22 minutes. And they have had 10 since.
It's been a roller coaster of control in the first half. But here in the second half, Orange County just unable to string things together.
And I would bet, if I had a microphone in Danny Dicchio's post-match comments, if they hold on, he will be unbelievably thrilled with the way that Detroit City FC approached the second half. A little sloppy in the first 5 minutes, but shorted up and really kept their heads about them and have been quite clinical in the second half with the way they have seen out this match so far.
Orange County SC will play at Lexington next Friday. So they'll go pretty much across the country again.
And that's what makes it so hard for them. You're flying home to Orange County and then back out east.
And that ball played out by Stephen Carroll.
And now we got a booking, and that's going to be a booking for dissent.
And Chris Hagart goes in the books, and the fans erupt here at Keyworth, and he's very animated about it.
He was already living pretty dangerously, and he feels he should have had a penalty. And then he gets up and immediately goes to the referee and remonstrates. And that's going to earn you a booking 10 times out of 10.
And the announcement officially made. Hagar goes in the books, gets a big round of applause. Chris Hagart, in Orange County's minutes of brilliance and ownership really of the match that they had, he was the central figure. And that will go out for a throw. And Alcazar couldn't control it. And frustration really evident for Chris Hagart.
He's still down there unhappy.
Played his college soccer at Georgetown. 7 matches played for Charlotte FC, MLS. Adebayo Smith rolls it out. Chipped up by LaFleur. Adebayo Smith sent it in! Darren Smith gets another! And that will close it down as Villanueva gets the goal.
A 3-goal lead and 3 points in the bank. City put the icing on the cake, and that's the drumbeat of victory here at Keyworth. A beautiful chip out wide, headed back across. Villanueva, one touch, and away you go. Cadono there on the near side, couldn't get down fast enough. Always tough, those shots low to the ground for the keeper to get down in time to make the save. And Villanueva puts the points on ice.
Goal number 2 on the season, Adebayo Smith with the assist. And that will close things down here at Keyworth. So Detroit City FC will be getting the 3 points here tonight.
What an important 3 points for Detroit City FC. You got to go out to New Mexico in 4 days' time, travel across the country. But if you go to the Brinks Tires performance standings, you will see that Detroit City FC is just 1 point off of a home playoff game. North Carolina beaten last night. An opportunity to pick up 3 against the team you're chasing for the right to play a home playoff game, and you get the job done. A huge night, a huge continuation of the run of form, and it's unbeaten in 6 now for Detroit City FC at Keyworth Stadium.
Villanueva closes things down as we roll into stoppage time. Saldana will keep that one. That would be 4 minutes of stoppage time.
I have a feeling it would have been longer if we were in a 1-goal game. I think with a 3-goal game, the minutes that were not played at the end of the first half probably vanished into the ether. And so now it's about the stoppage here in the second half. And it's about seeing it out for Detroit City. Let's take a look at those standings again. Detroit City FC, 32 points, level with Hartford Athletic for 5th, and 1 point away from North Carolina FC. Now, North Carolina FC and Hartford Athletic, well, check it. North Carolina FC has a match in hand. Those matches in hand are only good if you put the points on the board.
And that is it. And that's what Orange County SC was looking to do here tonight. They have a couple matches in hand over in the West.
And how brutal is the West? They entered tonight in 6th in the West. The current Brinks performance standings show them in 8th. 1 point off of missing the playoffs altogether. And that is how topsy-turvy the Western Conference is right now.
Molina will give this one a go. Left foot drives it towards the back post. And it's punched away by Saldana. And that shot blocked as well. Ball sent in again. That's over top of everyone. And a goal kick awarded to Detroit City. So an eruption by DCFC. They have a 4-1 lead.
An outstanding performance tonight from Le Rouge. Most goals they've scored in a contest all year long in USL Championship play. At a time when they needed it most. Finishing off a 3-match homestand, and they're going to take 7 from 9 available points on that 3-match homestand. And that is the way to get the job done.
Solis played that one across, and here comes City one more time. Crowd coming to their feet here at Keyworth. Ryan Williams tracks back. That ball fizzed in, headed away. Wallow B just came into the match a couple moments ago.
There's a City player on an Academy contract. And that's a rough foul on the other side. Into the advertising boards.
Malik Pinto doesn't like the call. But down towards the end.
Keyworth faithful going to go home happy. And they should. Their team put out an excellent performance tonight.
Official checking his watch.
Touch and go after the penalty made it 1-1. But Atez Juve scoring the second lit the fire for City, and that fire leads to all 3 points.
And the fans are hype. As we said here at Keyworth, everybody on their feet.
Close to 6,000 here tonight, and they have been in full voice.
And the final whistle sounds in Detroit City FC with a goal eruption as they defeat Orange County SC by the final score of 4-1.
Deserved 3 points for LaRouge. They continue their run of form. They are rounding into the form that Danny Dicchio has wanted to see all year long. And there are your Prinks performance standings. Detroit City FC just 1 point behind North Carolina for that 4th seed and the home playoff game here at Keyworth.
And just 2 behind Loudon as well for the 3rd spot in the East. But things can change quickly, and they have for Detroit City. We'll take our final break, come back, take a look at the highlights, and the man of the match right there, Darren Smith. He scored here this evening. Detroit City FC with the win. 4-1. We'll be back with more USL Championship Soccer.
Detroit soccer team is back in action. Feel the adrenaline, embrace the excitement, and be a part of every heart-pounding moment at historic Keyworth Stadium. Tickets available now. Detroit soccer team is back in action. Feel the adrenaline, embrace the excitement, and be a part of every heart-pounding moment at historic Keyworth Stadium. Tickets available now.
Adulting? Overrated. Financial freedom? Now that's the move. Meet Alumnify. Banking built for real life. No jargon. No hassle. Just smart money moves made simple. Want to save more? Spend smarter? Build wealth? We've got your back. With 0 hidden fees and game-changing savings rates. This is banking that fits your life. Alumnify. Let's go.
Back here in historic Keyworth Stadium, it's time for photos here at Keyworth. Detroit City FC with a very stylish 4-1 win over Orange County SC. Let's check out the highlights from tonight's match in Orange County. Very game at the start of this one. As a matter of fact, the early pressure as we check out our save of the match presented by Alumnify. And John, right here off the right foot of Hagart, Carlos Saldana, solid as always.
Got down, tough save to make the turnover, and Hagart just said, I'm going to have a go while City's defense isn't set. And Saldana got down to see it. Then on 12 minutes, City got the scoring going. Amu Mensah sends the ball long. A horrible misplay at the back. Darren Smith says, thank you very much. I'll chip it past the keeper, and we are City in front, 1-0. I'll take that mistake, and there's my little chip. And it's time for me to go celebrate and have a kiss with the little one. Then on 16 minutes, Orange County get their only goal tonight. Yamazaki in the box. Extends the elbow. Referees look for that. You put your life in the referee's hands. Sometimes you get burned. And the penalty is converted by Zubak. But that was really his only meaningful touch of the night. City's backline really shut him down. And then our shot of the match, Neil Rule, on 31 minutes. The flick on, and Altez Diouf said, mission control, I am ready for launch. He turned on the afterburners and put one home through a screener and a cannon under the bar. Nothing Shuttler could do.
Shot of the match, as always, brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. And right before the end of the first half, John, essentially Detroit City FC would close down the club.
Yamazaki makes up for conceding the penalty, fights through, dispossessed once, stays with it, and puts it on a tee for Jessiel Cedeno through traffic inside the post, and it's 3-1 at the break. And Orange County would never get closer than that. And then on 88 minutes, pushed on through on the near post, Villanueva puts the 3 points on ice. The 3-goal lead, the 3 points for City on an electric night at Keyworth.
And our full-time stats here tonight. Orange County SC with a 15-11 edge in shots, but DCFC 7 shots on target. Corner 6-2 in favor of Orange County, but John, you can chalk that up to a second half of being down multiple goals.
And absolutely, and how clinical was Detroit City? They didn't win the possession battle, but they certainly won possession with intent and transformed that into goals and 3 points.
A short week for Detroit City FC. They'll be at New Mexico United on a Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. That will do it from Keyworth here this evening for our entire broadcast crew. Our producer, John Safaro, my broadcast partner, John Krieger. A lot of Johns around here. My name is Neil Rule, reminding you one final time, Detroit City FC with a 4-1 win over Orange County. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend. Well, see you later.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.